Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to do our playthrough of Enemy Action Kharkov. Popov versus Manstein, February 1943. This game is designed by John Butterfield and published by Compass Games. Alright, so we're going to play as Soviet Solo. So I do have the game set up already. So a couple things to note. Here's the setup. The Russians, the Soviets, have the orange, well, almost red, deep orange, and the lighter orange bottom half of the counter. That's the Soviets. And the Germans are the dark gray or the lighter gray. Then the different divisions, regiments, battalions have different colors across the top. Okay, so this is all set up per the rules. There's a part of the 2nd SS Armored Division. There's one in Kharkov, and then there are some German garrisons already in place around the different spots, empty cities for victory points and a couple specific hexes. As you can see, here I'll take this guy. It's kind of hard to see, I know. I apologize. My camera doesn't like to focus. But this is a 3-step unit. This is the part of the Popov division regiment. That's the yellow banner at the top. This is his attack strength, and this is his movement factor, and this is the unit designation for when sometimes you have to determine which units are going to happen. Some things are going to happen to them first. Over here, I have my cards. I've already separated out the cards, made my first draw pile. I just haven't drawn the first 5 cards yet, but I got my supplemental cards, my primary cards, and then we take 6 supplemental cards and add them to the primary cards, and that gives us our first hand to play from. I also have my terrain effects chart here in case I need it to remember for movements. And then over here, these are the Soviet reserves. There's 4 units that are available turn 1, and then the German action cards and command cards. Here's the calendar. So remember, the game scale of this game is, the turn scale is 3 days. So this first turn is February 1st through 3rd. It tells you how many supplementals you get, which is 6. I get the Soviet artillery barrage, and I also have no Soviet strategic movement. Okay, and then there's another German AI symbol key if we need that. These counters over here are all replacement counters. So some of the units are 3 steps, like I had here a minute ago with this Popov. He's a 3-step. So when we flip him over, it's blank on the other side, which means he has a replacement unit over there. And I can grab his, which makes him down to a 2-step. And then when you flip him over, it would be the 1-step. So that's kind of the setup. We'll be using the the Soviet Solo rules. So I have these Soviet Solo summary play, and then we have our player aid cards too. So game turn 1, we do skip the first 3 phases, which is a reserve phase, card prep phase, and supply phase. We go right into the command Soviet impulse phase. And so the Soviets start off. The first thing we have to do though is draw our 5. We get 5 cards for our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we have 6th Army units, Southwest Front, Mobile Group Popov, 3rd Tank Army, and the 1st Guards Army. Okay. So Southwestern Front, tilt this down a little bit. This is the Southwestern Front over here. So there's a faint red line that runs down that way. So that's the Southwestern Front. The Voronezh Front is this line that runs down this way. And then we have this other zone in the middle. And this little dotted line right here is for our fixed artillery bombardment that we have available for the first couple of turns, or first maybe 3 or 4 turns. So what I got to decide is what I want to do. And I think I will do the 3rd Tank Army card. And that says deploy their reserves, which I don't have any to deploy. Activate all units in the 3rd Tank Army. That's the one that I want. Oops, I'll lay that right here so I keep it in front of us. So my 3rd Tank Army are these guys right here with the 3T and the light blue on top. All right. So what we want to do is see if we can get a breakout going here. Unfortunately, he's got them spread out, some units spread out pretty well right here. But what I'm going to do is I want to get a flank on this guy right here, see if I can push him out. And I want to get on this guy and see if I can push him out. I'm going to bring this armor unit, 1, 2. He goes there. I want to bring this armor unit here. Now that gives him, I can have one of them attack this way and the infantry unit attack this way, but he needs some armor support here. There. And then I have this guy. I'm going to break him off here. That's 2, 3. Put him in there. I'm going to bring another armor unit. I got an infantry unit. That's 2, 4. I can bring another one. 1. That makes 6. This guy has 5. 2, 5. 1, 2, 3. And 3 to enter the woods. So that's 6. Okay. So there's where my battle is going to be right here, right now. Okay. All right. So that's where we're starting with. So I have artillery barrage. So I'm not going to play any other cards here, any other tactics. So the Germans get a tactic card. We'll do this attack here on the right first. And their tactic is screen, defense only. Okay, so let's look up screen, German tactics. Screen, reduce the maximum combat chit draws by 2. Ugh. Okay, so I have 1, that's a large unit, but he's, see, and I have a large unit there. The large unit's attacking over there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a large unit. 5, 6, 7. 1 for my artillery tactic, which is 8. Reduced by 2 because he's screening me. That makes 6. So I get 6 chit draws here. Okay, 6 chit draws. This guy is a 2-step, so I draw the first 2 chits right off the bat. First one is, and I'm stuck together, greater than 5 to 1. So let's see what we got here. He's 5, 10, 12, 15, 19, and 4 is 23. So that is 5 to 1. So that one counts, so 5 to 1. And the second one is greater than 9 to 1, no. Less than 4 to 1, no. So that one doesn't count. Okay, so I have the opportunity now. I want to see if I can eliminate these guys. So I'm going to draw the other 4 chits. Gives me a total of 6. Okay. We have greater than 8 to 1 or defender not supported. Less than 3 to 1, nope. We have city, towns, or woods. No. Dispersed or undispersed? No. And that chit is a different color. So what happens is they're supposed to go immediately back, but I'm going to finish my draw, otherwise I forget to do it. Well, actually, they're supposed to go immediately back into there. So that's 3, 4. If I do, I'll lose count. I'm sorry. Just makes sense to finish my draw and then drop them in there. This guy is defender, dispersed, unsupplied, or not supported. No. Defender adjacent. No. So that's 4 of my chits that haven't done anything for us. This one is greater than or equal to 5 to 1. Yes. Or greater than 3 to 1. But the 5 to 1, and it's the red piece, that's the priority. So that's the one that counts. So that's my 6 chits. I'll drop all them back in there. So that's good. That's defender is going to take 3 hits. Okay, so assign hits to German defenders here on the combat procedures in my handout. Okay, one at a time according to the first priority that applies. If defenders retreated 2 hexes, apply hit as a step loss. If number of hits remaining is greater than or equal to number of steps in defending units, retreat 1 hex. Conduct hold check, then roll a die. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to retreat the 2 hexes. So he's going to go 1, 2. That takes care of the 2 hits. He still has 1 hit left to take. Okay. If number of hits remaining, and now he becomes dispersed because of that. We'll go ahead and put that on him. He becomes dispersed. Okay. So if number of hits remaining, if defenders retreated 2 hexes, applies a step loss. So now he takes a step loss. Okay. So he retreated 2, he takes a step loss. That's where he's at now. So we drove him back. Now these guys, sorry, didn't mean to bump the camera. These guys can advance. So I have an armor unit here. They can go first here, and then they can come around, or they can move down there against him. I can keep them occupied, these guys. So I have a lot of different choices here. This armor unit also, not knowing what's going to happen here, but if I pressure him, I can push him out of the way. But he won't, kind of like to keep the pressure on that dispersed unit. I'm going to go, let's see, I have an infantry unit. Let's do him first. He goes 1. He goes 1. He won't move. Now I have my armor unit. He goes 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to drive them straight down there like that. Okay. And keep the pressure on that unit right there. All right, now our next attack. Now this guy here is stacked with a different unit, and he will not be in the battle. We'll get rid of this combat tactic. And now we have a large unit. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Artillery makes 7. So I have a 7 for my chit draw. Now he draws his tactics. Combat engineers. Okay. So combat engineers, German defense. Place an IP marker on the defenders. Does not apply if he's in a town. Well, he's not. Okay. So we got to put an IP on him, which is going to absorb a hit. Okay. So he's in an improved position. All right. Takes care of that card. I get 7 chits. This is a 2-step. Yep. So I draw my first 2 chits. That was supposed to go back in here. Here we go. First 2. First one is greater than 7 to 1. Let's see. This guy is a 3. I have 4, 8, 11, 15. So I'm at 5 to 1. So it's not greater than 7 to 1. I do have a flank attack, so that one counts. Okay. Next up is greater than 1.5 to 1, yes. Less than 1 to 1, no. Well, that's not so good. I take a loss on that one. All right. I'm going to take the other 5 chits because I need some hits here. Okay, hit number 3. Greater than 7 to 1? No. Greater than 5 to 1? Yes. That's 3. Next. Come on, they're stuck together. Attacker only armor. Is this guy armor? He is not. So I get that one. The other one's defender only armor. That's 4. Greater than 3 to 1, less than 2 to 1. Okay, 5. Okay, I'm getting some hits on this one finally. City Woods, no. Clear or broken, yes. 4, 5, 6. One more. Flank attack, yes. 1 hex attack, no. Okay, so there we go. All right, first thing's going to happen is this improved position is going to absorb a hit. So we'll take it off of there. So I'm going to have 2 hits on the attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits on the defenders. So I can tell you he's eliminated. He retreats 2. That takes care of 2 hits. It leaves him with 4 more hits, and he's only at 2 steps. So he's eliminated. So that unit got eliminated. All right, I have to take 2 hits, and they have to come off of either the large units or an armor unit. So I have a large unit here. He's going to take a hit. That's 48 guards. I'll replace him with this 2-step right there. And I have another one under that, which is also the 62nd guards. And he'll take his hit, and he's down to that step. Okay, these guys are going to advance their infantry. They go 1. Now my armor can advance 2. So he's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. These guys are 4, so he can advance to there. That makes 6. Okay, so we got a little bulge going anyway. Get all these off the board. And that's the end of the Soviet impulse. Now we do the German impulse. Okay, so we take a command card. General Field Marshal Erich von Manstein, 1 to 3, event strategic relocation. Okay, I'm going to have to check this, see what we have. Okay, so strategic relocation. 1 unit at a time, select and relocate up to 3 different German units. Each must be in danger of surround, able to trace supply, and not in a city hex or map edge VP hex. Relocate the unit to an unoccupied position hex, not in danger of surround, and from which the unit can trace supply to the same supply source. Among qualifying positions, prefer A, in the unit's army area. But this is like your complete army. This is the General Field Marshal, so it's going to be everybody's. Within 7 hexes of a Soviet unit, a city hex, an empty hex, not adjacent to a German unit, lowest position number. Okay. So the first guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I come around 6, he can move into there. And the next guy, he's in danger of surround. He's in 18. He'll be the number 3 one. This guy's in danger of surround because I can come around here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then move another unit over to here. He's in danger of surround. He's a 6. And then the other guy, I believe, that's in danger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives me zone of control there, zone of control there. I believe he's in danger of zone, so 7. So this is the first one we take care of, this Rouse unit right here. Okay. Relocate the unit to an unoccupied position hex, not in danger of surround, and from which the unit can trace supply to the same supply source. Prefer in the unit's army area. So this guy would want to stay in this area, this Rouse. He would want to stay in that area. Within 7 hexes of a Soviet Union unit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could go all the way back to that city. A city hex, an empty hex, are not adjacent to a German unit or lowest position number. That would be adjacent. He would go there. And then he's still within 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he relocates to here. This guy's in danger of surround because these guys can come around here and get him. So within 7 hexes of these guys, and he's going to go, the movement, it says it doesn't matter about movement restrictions. We just move them. So he wants to go in his army area, which he's part of this southwestern front. He would want to stay over this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He could go all the way back to there, and that's where I believe he would go to. So he would relocate back to Lozovaya. And the last guy that I was looking at was the dispersed unit, because he's in danger of surround. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can surround him. I can cut him off with a couple different units. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So he's going to go. He comes back to here. He's not in danger of surround. So he falls back to Volchansk. Okay. All right. And that's it. Back to the Soviet. Let's see. Now I played a card. Oops. I played a card over here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to draw one. Mobile Group Popov. 6th Army units, which are these guys right here. Which may not be, this may be a good time for them. Southwest Front, Mobile Group Popov, and the 1st Guards Army. Yeah, I think the 6th Army group, this might be a good time for them. I could deploy. I don't have anybody to deploy for them. Activate 2 units in the 6th Army or activate 1 unit. Ugh, I don't like that. Yeah, maybe I won't play that just yet. Oh man, okay, I think all units, activate all units, air power, assault coordination. I think we will play Mobile Group Popov. I could deploy reserves, I don't want to. I want to activate all my units. Okay, so make a decision here what I want to do. I think I want to see if I can hit this guy hard. So I have this armor unit. 2. Put him there. It costs me 2, and 3 into the woods is 5. He's there. And I'm going to bring this guy out of contact. That's 2. And then into there, that's 3 right there. So that gives me that. Bang, right there. Okay, so we're gonna make our attack. Not gonna play any tactics, I don't think. I need one yet. Okay. So we have, that's a large unit, so that's 2. Oh, that's a large unit undering. So that's 4, another one, 6, 7, 8. A large unit is 11. So that's 11 chits that I can pull. Okay. 11 chits. He gets a tactics check. Assault coordination attack only. So I think he can use the other guy. No, attack only, not defense. So he does not get anything. Okay. So nothing for the Germans. So here we go. I have 11 chits that I can pull. I have to decide how many after the first 2. He's a 2-chit unit. First one is greater than 8 to 1. So we are, he's a 3. We are 4, 8, 13, 16, 20, 26 to 3 is 8 to 1. So that one counts. That's Defender 2 right there. And the second chit is, oh, I get one more chit, 12 for my artillery. Yeah. Greater than 6 to 1, 2. So that's 4 Defender hits already. He would retreat 2 and take 2 hits. I'm not pulling any more chits because I already took 1 hit. And that eliminates that unit. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. He's eliminated. I have to take a hit. We'll take it off of this guy right here. This is the 35 guards, 35th guards. Okay, so he took his hit. I don't think they want to move forward. The armor, this armor is going to move 1. He's going to move to there. He's going to move to there. You know what? This infantry is going to move into there. That gives me a perfect situation there now. All right, these 2 chits go in the cup. All right. That's the end of that move. Now we do German command. He gets Corps Row 1 to 3 event 4th Panzer Army Kempf emergency orders. Okay, let's see what that means. Okay, so I checked German activations, and it's hard to say if he's behind, so I think he's behind Soviet lines, but there's 1 hex out. But he's definitely he can't move because he's actually surrounded. And if he moves here, he loses a step, and they wouldn't do that, and then he still couldn't move, and he'd get eliminated there. So I believe what he does is way down at the bottom of this, he applies his IP. So he places an IP on this unit. So he improves his position. He's going to try to survive and see if they can get him some help. Okay. That's the end of that card. All right. So let's see. I'm down to 4 cards. I get to draw 1. That's 5. All right. 69th Army is over here. I have something I can do with him now, if I so choose. Or I'm going to use my 6th Army unit card this time. And I can activate 2 unit stacks in the 6th Army, or activate 1 unit. So I'm going to activate 2 unit stacks. This stack and this stack I'm going to activate. He's going to move up to here. And now we're going to attack. This unit is a 3, 7, and 5 is 12. That's 4 to 1. But I can play assault coordination. And I'm going to do that as part of my attack right here with Mobile Group Popov. Combat tactic is assault coordination. So I use that. And I can have all these guys, make sure I read that right, assault coordination, all Soviet units adjacent to the defending unit, yep, will participate in the attack. So I get to use them again here to participate in the attack. So that's going to give me 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and artillery support 14 chits. Okay. He draws, and he gets remnant, defense only. That's if he's able to withdraw. I don't think he'll be able to. I plan on eliminating him. Okay, here comes the first chit of 2. Attacker artillery, yes. Defender artillery, no. There's 1 hit. That's going to take care of the improved position. Second chit, only attacker armor. Yes, I get that one also. There's 2 hits. I'm going to draw. Oh boy. I want to make sure I eliminate him. I've already got him down. I've already got him down 1. I'm going to draw 4 more. I want to make sure he's eliminated. Oh, chits go back in there. Greater than 2 to 1. Yes. German air power. Nope. Soviet air power. Nope. 4. German air power. Nope. Soviet air power. Nope. 5. City or attack, nope. Town, woods, or broken. No, he's in open. So that's the 6. They're all going to go back into my cup with all my other ones. Okay, so 1 hit right here takes care of the improved position. That leaves us with 2 hits. He would move here, but it would cost him 1 on his retreat, which isn't really a retreat, but that's the only open spot. And he's still in a zone of control, which would eliminate him. So we eliminated that unit. All right, these go in there. And I think my infantry units here, these 2 will advance up to here. Okay. That is the Soviet impulse. We now take the German impulse. And he gets 3rd Corps. So his 3rd Corps is right here and back there. Deploy all 3rd Corps reserves, which is what he will do. Nope, turn 2, if at least 2 units eligible. Activate all units in the 3rd Corps. Okay. So 3rd Corps is now activated. So 3rd Corps activation. Not behind Soviet lines. Move to an empty or garrisoned VP hex to which Soviet unit proximate if city move may end in. So he's in this. He's not going to leave that city. Because he would have to have a greater victory point than that one. So he won't go there. Move to an empty or garrisoned VP hex. Here's a garrisoned VP hex. So he could move into that one. If starting in, if city may move, so move to an empty or garrisoned victory point hex. That is a victory point hex. So that's where he's going to move. Well, he could move there too. So we go 1, 2. Yep, we count up. So unit number 1, he's in a victory point. He won't move. He's in rough terrain, broken terrain. That's 2. So that'd be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he moves into there, takes the garrison out of there. Okay. If in 4th Panzer Army or Corps Rau and in Soviet artillery zone. So this is 1st Panzer Army, so they're not in that. If in danger of surround. Well, none of them are in danger of surround. Move to the lowest position number. 1, 2. That's where he can get to then. 1, 2. He can't get to any other ones. 1. Actually, he could. He can go 1, 2, 3. It puts him there. Nope, it takes him out of his army. So, or out of his front. So he'll stay. So he would be 1, 2. He drops back to there. Okay. Moved him, moved him, moved him. And this guy, draw an action card and conduct an action. Escape the pocket. Would I do that though? I think I would not do that because, I'll put that back. Because that would only be if none of the other ones applied, and they all applied. He just doesn't move. Because he's in 18, which is going to be the lowest number for him. So he stays there. Okay, that's it for that. I'm at 1, 2, 3 cards. So I draw 2, 4, 5. 6th Army just moved. My 3rd Tank Army. That's the guys that I want to get going, I think. So my 3rd Tank Army is ready to move again. We're going to see if we can cause some pain down here. All right. So I'm going to move this infantry unit here. I'm going to send this infantry unit here. These guys are all armor. 1, 2, 3. I got these guys, 1, 2, 3, and I got this infantry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're starting to come down this way. I got him in a bad spot right there. That's where we're attacking. He gets to go for his tactic, remnant, defense only. That's if he was to move or be reduced. I don't plan on letting that happen either. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus artillery. 9 chits that I can draw. Okay, 9 chits. Here we go. Nine chits. First 2, he's a 2-step. Greater than 8 to 1. So now we got to count that. He's a 4. I have 4, 7, that's 12. And 8 is 20, 24. 26 to 4 is 6 to 1. So I'm not greater than 8 to 1. I am greater than 6 to 1. Okay. And second chit, large attack, yes. Greater than 7-1, no. So it's a large attack. So he's had 2 hits already. He's going to lose 1 guy to move out of there, and then he's going to have to go at least 1 more, which will save him a unit. So I got to take, I'm going to draw, I don't want to take any losses if I don't have to. It's a gamble. I think I'll take, I'm going to draw 4. Here we go. Greater than 6-1. Yep. That one's the one that got him. Shoot. Okay. Oh, greater than 2-1. And we put our chits back in the cup. Greater than 5-1. I'm killing him. Defender artillery or attacker artillery, and it puts him back in the cup. So I can tell you he's eliminated. So he's gone. And this infantry unit and this infantry unit will move up where he was. Okay. And all of these go back in the cup. And now we go German Command, 47th Panzer Corps. Deploy all 47th Panzer Corps Reserve. We don't have any. I don't even think I have the 47th Panzer Corps out there anymore. I eliminated the one. Event, 4th Panzer Army Delaying Force. Okay. We have an event. Delaying force. In the German indicated area, place a detachment in the empty position hex that is in German supply German reserve supply and a VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit. VP hex would be right there, to which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. That's where that would go. I'm assuming a detachment is your German garrison. So that's where he goes. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull my next card. 40th Army. Intelligence, 6th Army. He can move now. First Guards Army. Starting to get these guys built up over here. 69th Army. So, what's under this guy? 6, 9, 12, 14 to 5. It's only 2 to 1. It's not very good odds yet. Not really what I like. I think I'll bring the 6th Army. I think I'll use my, let's see what the 6th Army says. Or no, that's the one I just did the attack up there. No, I just did the 3rd. Yeah, I just did the 3rd tank. So 6th Army, I'm going to play it. And it is deploy reserves, no, activate all units in the 6th Army. So that's what we're going to do. And they're going to move. So he's moving out of there. He's going to go, see, the woods cost him 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 2 are going to move here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and these guys are moving. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the next turn that I activate them, I can get rid of that and move in there. Okay. Get rid of that. German command. 47th Panzer Corps. Event. Delaying force. Again. So it's the same thing you just did. Place a detachment in the empty position, that is in German reserve supply, and a VP hex or within 5 hexes of a German unit and to which a Soviet unit is. So I could come here, but there's no Soviet Union. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not proximate to that. It has to be both. So I'm assuming I could put him in one of these. Place a detachment in the empty position hex, that is in German reserve supply, and a VP hex. And a VP hex, or within 5 hexes of a German unit and to which a Soviet unit. That's a VP hex. So German, a VP hex within 5 hexes of a German unit. That's where it could go. Okay. So he'll put a garrison there. I'll draw 1 card. My card this time is 69th Army. All right. So I think we're getting ready to what can we do here? I think I will deploy my 40th Army Reserves, which is this unit right here. So we're going to check to see where he goes. Okay, I got to be at least 3 hexes away from the Germans. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 here. Within 2 hexes here, but I can come to the map edge and be in the same front. 1, 2, 3, and they reduce this to 2. 1, 2, 3 for the map edge. So I could put him, I'm going to place him here. It's next to the supply right here. So we'll position him here, and that's my reserve unit is in for the 40th Army. Okay. Germans play a card. 2nd SS Panzer Corps. Deploy all 2nd SS Panzer Corps reserves. Okay, so they have 3 of them here. So let's see where we're going to have to put these guys. All right. Units in the reserve box that match the command card formation are eligible. We start with the lowest, 4, 5, and 9. Okay. Hex is empty or garrisoned, or is city hex occupied by only 1 German step. In reserve units, army area, not in the artillery barrage zone. In German reserve supply. Hex is not a Soviet town or city. Not adjacent to a German unit unless A placement hex is a VP hex. Okay, so he's got to be within . Hex is empty or garrisoned. In reserve units army area, not in Soviet zone. In German reserve supply. Unit would not be in surround. Hex is not a Soviet town or city. Not adjacent to a German unit. And the last placement hex. A hex with the lowest position number within 3 hexes of the unit in the same corps. 1, 2, 3. So we would put this unit here. Now, the next guy one, two, three. This is 4th Panzer Army. So 1, 2, 3 be 39 for him. So VP hex with lowest position number within 3 hexes of the Unseen Corps. Hex that removes danger of surround. I don't think he's in danger of surround there. Lowest position number. Number 5 would go there. Now he gets up here. He won't be in danger of surround because he's going to have zone of control. So that would put him at the 35 mark, which is the next lowest one. It won't go adjacent, so he goes there. So I think that's right. I hope it's right. Hex is empty or garrisoned, which he did. In reserve units army area, which it is. Not in the Soviet he can't be there. That's Soviet artillery barrage zone. So his next one, the lowest one, would be 40. That'd be here. Okay. There we go. Fix that. Yes. All right. I've got 2, 3, 4. Got my last card. So now we're down to the 69th. Is going to have to play pretty soon. The 1st Guards Army. Let's see, the 69th, what do they got here? Boy, I wish I could get rid of that guy, but 1, 2, 3, 4, can't get him there. 2, 3, 4, can't get him there. These were all infantry against that armor unit. That's what sucks about that. Let's see, or I could do air power, assault coordination. 8. 4, 8, and 9 is 17. Okay, we're going to activate 2 unit stacks in the 69th. We're going to activate this unit. This guy, he's moving. They're going to attack this stack right here, and we're going to use assault coordination as our tactic. He gets a defensive tactic of no air power, so no tactic. All right. So we got large units, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus artillery makes 8 chits. So I get 8 chits on this guy. Let's draw the first. His unit strength is going to be 3. So the first 3 chits come out. First one is dispersed or unsupplied. Defender adjacent. Yes. Yuck. Okay. Next one is greater than 6 to 1. Well, we have 8 and 9 is 17 to 4. That's 4 to 1. So we're not greater than 6 to 1. We are greater than 4 to 1. That's 2. One more. So far, I haven't done any damage. Crossfire. LP crossfire or attack not supported. Dispersed or unsupplied. LP crossfire. Now what is that? First time I've run into that one. Let's see what that is. IP crossfire. They're not in an IP. Okay, so that one does not account. All right. So I said I had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chits. I've drawn 3. I'm going to draw the next 5. Okay, here we go. Flank attack. No. 1 hex attack. No. Greater than 9 to 1. No. Less than 4 to 1. No. Right? Because we were 4 to 17, so that was 4 to 1. Greater than 6 to 1? No. Greater than 4 to 1? Yes. 6, 2 more. Dispersed? No. Defender adjacent? Yes. Daggone it. Cost me 1. One more. Only attacker armor? I don't think I have any armor. Nope. Only defender armor? Nope. So it doesn't apply. Okay. So that's it. Wow. That was a pretty brutal. Okay. I get hit with 1 and he loses 1 there. So that comes off. 2, 3, 4. All right. I'm going to take a hit. He takes a hit. So he's going to retreat. He retreats 1 hex to satisfy the hits. So they'll just retreat to there. And I have to take a hit. It'll come off of one of these units right here. I'll take it off of the 100th. Right there. So that's my hit. And now this unit can move forward to there. Okay. Back to the Germans. And 2nd SS. Well, they've already deployed. Activate the unit in the 2nd SS with the most units. He's a 2. He's a 3. He's a 3. He's a 2. And it's 2 hex radius, and all those units, all you stacked with those units. So it's going to be one of these 2. He's outside that radius. He's in that radius. He's outside of that radius. So it's one of these 2. So we'll roll. And 1 to 5, it's this guy. I rolled a 4. So he's going to activate with this one. Okay. So not behind Soviet lines. Move to an empty or garrisoned VP hex to which Soviet unit is proximate. He's not garrisoned. If city, may move in. If Panzer Army, 4th Panzer Army, he's outside of the artillery zone. So he would prefer to be up here, I think. the lowest position number. That would put him there. It doesn't make sense to move him into that, does it? Let's see. Soviet unit progress. Okay, so in this case, none of these apply, so we're going to draw an action card. Let's see what that says. So our action card says, escape the pocket. Situation, active units surrounded or in danger of surround, not in a city or German match and adjacent. So they're not in danger of surround. Move to an adjacent hex in German supply, ignoring their zone of controls into starting hex. Then, if not in Soviet zone of control, move additional hexes. Each hex must be in German supply. Okay, so I would say they're not going to do, nothing's going to apply to them. They're not going to move. So we activated them, and then they don't move. Okay, brings us back to the 69th Army. 1st Guards Army, Southwest Front. I would like to let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Man. I think I'll use, Southwest Front. Okay. I'm going to deploy all Southwest Front reserves. So I have a unit from the 1st Guards, and I have 2 for the pop-off. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so these guys, this 1st armor, he can come in 1, 2, 3 hexes away. It's a map edge, and he's 2 hexes from his core unit, so he's coming in there. And I got these 2 guys that can come in. They're more than 3 hexes away. He's coming in on this road. And then this one's going to come in right here on this road. Right here. Okay. So that deploys. It gets my reserve units into the action. All right. German. 4th Panzer Army. Deploy all reserves in the 4th Panzer Army at turn 2 or above, if at least 3 units available. Well, they're not, and there isn't anybody. They do a delaying force again. Okay, so on their delaying force, German reserve supply and a VP hex, or within 5 hexes of a German unit into which a Soviet unit is proximate but not adjacent. Right. Proximate, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's proximate to these guys. A VP hex, or within 5 hexes of a German unit and to a Soviet Union. So I could put them here. This is in the 4th Panzer Army, so it's in this segment here. Okay. Preferred position, it is a VP hex, removes DOS from German unit, is the lowest numbered position. Okay, so for these guys, it's going to be proximate. Oh, I think it'd be this one right here. I think right down here on this edge. It's a victory point. That's part of the German map edge. So it keeps them in supply. So there we go. They'll put a garrison in there. All right. Okay. This is going to be my last turn probably. And then that'll bring up the final German turn. So I can either do my 1st Guards Army or my 69th Army. I think I'm going to do the 69th Army, activate all units in the 69th Army. These guys here are going to move back, that's 2, and then over, that's 3. And they're going to play combat tactic is artillery, so that's going to, they already have artillery, but they're going to play it anyway. So that gives them, they can play twice, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chits, 6, 7 for the artillery and the extra card. They play remnant defense only. That's if they get pushed back. Okay, so I am at 7 chits. He's a 3. Ooh. So we draw the first 3 here. See what we get. Undispersed or unsupplied. Defender adjacent. No. So that one's no good. Large attack. Yes, because I had 7. Greater than 5 to 1. Let's see, what do we got here? 2, 5, and 9 is 14 to 5. It's only 2 to 1. So it's not greater than 5 to 1, but he's a large attack because I have 7 chip pulls. And my 3rd one is attacker artillery. Yes. Defender artillery, no. All right. Here we go. I'm taking all 4 chits on this rest of this pull. Only attacker armor? No. Only defender armor? Yes. Yuck. That hurt. Greater than 5 to 1? No. Greater than 3 to 1? No. That's 5 chits. This attack ain't going so well against that Panzer group. Combat engineer? No. Dispersed? No. 1 more chit. Yuck. Yuck. Come on. I need something. Greater than 1.5 to 1? Yes. Less than? No. Okay. I took a beating in this one. All right. That's going to be 3 attacker hits, 1, 2, 3 defender hits. Okay. So, retreat 1 hex to satisfy, or 2 hexes and disperse to satisfy 2 hits. But for him, he has to go into another zone of control. So he takes a hit no matter what. So that changes him to a 2 now. And he moves, that's 1. He moves the second one. And then he had to take 3 hits. He took, that hit didn't count as the 3. So 1, 2, he still has to take another hit. Step loss. So he ends up at 1 step loss, or 1 step. Okay. And he's dispersed. Oops, I have it up here. And he's a dispersed unit. Okay. We can move forward. I have to take 3 hits. So I don't have any large units, so we'll take 1 here, 1 here. Ooh, I hate to take that one. Well, I don't think it'll matter a whole lot. 1 here. He's going to move up. He's going to move up. Okay. So my infantry took a pounding on that one. Takes care of those cards. And he gets one last play for the Germans. And it is 48th Panzer Corps. That's who I just hit right there. Deploy all reserves. He doesn't have any. Can't replace steps. Activates that unit. Okay, so he's going to activate that unit. So he is still not behind. Move to an empty or garrison VP hex to which Soviet unit is proximate. No. He's not in the 4th Panzer Army, is he? Yes, he is. He's part of the 4th Panzer Army. Actually, he can't do anything because he's dispersed, but they'll remove that dispersed marker from the unit. So he's now, he got control of his troops, and he's back. And that's the end of turn 1. Whew, I know it took a while. Hope I didn't make too many mistakes here. I'm sure you guys are going to let me know when you watch the video if I did something wrong. That's step 1. We got a little bit of a breakout going here with the 3rd Tank Army. You got the 2nd SS showed up, so they're deploying out here. Going to cause me some pain. I'm still trying to knock this route back. I'd like to get in here and grab these victory points. So these are the 2 victory points I initially started with, and I'm getting ready to get me another one right here. All right, so we're getting there. I don't think I get victory points for eliminated units, but I'll double check that and make sure. I think I'm thinking of another game, but I got to check and see, make sure. Yep, so I didn't change my victory points any. I didn't gain or lose any here. I'm getting close here. I got to see if I can swing around here and see if I can push. I'd like to push this way. See if I can push these guys out of here. Gain some more victory points here. And then start driving down that way. In the meantime, I got some stuff to take care of over here. So we'll see what we can do here. All right, interesting game. I like the playthrough so far. It's not as complicated to me. It's not as complicated as Enemy Action Ardennes was, because I think you're playing with fewer units actually on a larger scale. And things don't seem to be quite so many, you know, I guess I struggled some with with some of the rules in the other game a little bit. Man, we'll see how I did on this one. Hey, I'm going to call this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you like the video, hey, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. I'll see you guys for the next turn. We'll be ready to go into turn 2. We'll see what happens there. Have a good one.